everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with Brad. Today I'm going to have a bit of a talk to you about motivation, inspiration and trying to keep ourselves on track. So a lot of the time guys, when we're endeavouring to get fitter and healthier, we always start off, always super motivated and ready to go at any given stage, but after, a week, 2 weeks, that motivation can plummet down, and then all of a sudden, as we know, we've all been guilty of it, we can find ourselves falling back into those old habits and losing track of and focus of where we want to get to and who we want to be. So what I wanted to do was give you a bit of an insight into what I do to help me, and hopefully that can help you in turn. So instead of motivation, guys, because it is just fleeting, it's like any emotion, happiness, sadness, anger, motivation, it comes and goes, okay? Nothing lasts forever, nothing's permanent. But what I find is a big help for me is developing habits. When we develop these powerful habits, okay, we do that continually over time, then even when that motivation lanes, we've still got those habits in place which keep us tracking towards our goals. Now, when it comes to habits, I find the most powerful and the most important one is developing a very strong, powerful morning routine. Now, your morning routine is going to look totally different to my morning routine, but what's important is it puts you in the right frame of mind for your day ahead. So I'll give you a bit of an example of what I do. So, every day, I always wake up at 4 a.m, 7 days a week. I know that may sound a little bit silly to some of you, but it works really well for me because it creates discipline. So even if I've been out the night before, I've been up a bit late, which 9 o'clock's late for me, but if I have been up late or had something on, I'll still make sure that I set that alarm for 4 a.m. and get up, because then I know that I'm going to win my morning, and when we win our morning, I'm sure you've heard it, win the morning, win the day. So up at 4 a.m, obviously the first thing I do is have a shower because we need to make ourselves look beautiful for the world. We try our best. From there guys, once I've done that, I always do some form of reading. So what I'm reading at the moment, or what I read every morning, I've got a few different books on the go, but is The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday, and you can find that here. I've just tried something really groovy, I hope it works, here. And so that's about Stoicism, and it puts me in a really good frame of mind. Now, once I've read that, and it's only a short passage, then I'll do some journaling. And I'll just journal about, obviously what I've read, but also about how I'm feeling that morning, what I want to achieve for the day, who I am, what I'm about, what I stand for, and what I want to achieve each day. Now, a lot of times people, when you say journaling, they can go, oh, I don't want to be writing for pages and pages. Some days I only write a couple of lines. Other days I do get right into it and I write a page or two. It doesn't matter. It's all about just creating that habit. A healthy habit is a good, powerful habit. Once I've done my journaling, then I'll sit and I'll meditate. Now, this can either be for, a minute, or it might be for 20 minutes. It'll depend on the time I've got and how I'm feeling. But again, once I've meditated, it just relaxes me, puts me into that flow state. And again, it's another good habit that I've just stacked on top of that 4 a.m. wake up, reading, journaling, meditation. So all of a sudden I've done 4 super powerful things that are going to inspire and motivate me to have a great day. I'm sure you can see where this is going. Now, after I've meditated, and don't stress, if you've never meditated before, your mind will wander, because that's what your mind's meant to do. It just wanders, okay? It's all about just trying to calm the mind and give it back to the breath. But we'll talk about meditation in another video. After I've meditated, I always go for a run. It's not always fast, it's not always long, but there will be some form of running, okay? And I highly recommend doing some form of exercise first thing in the morning, guys, okay? It releases those endorphins. I've never known anybody to finish a workout, whether it be a weight training workout or a brisk walk or a run or whatever it might be, I've never known anybody to do a workout and go, I feel shit. They always feel good at the end of a workout. Okay, so I always do some form of training. And then I'm ready to start my day. I've done 5 super powerful habits. You cannot possibly lose your day when you've started your day like that. So I've done all this before 6 a.m. because on a typical day, I start working here at 6 a.m. Then it's all about trying to create and empower habits onto other people. So the first thing I'll do is message our clients each day for that particular day And I like to send them some positive affirmation. Just so when they read that message about their appointment with me, it's putting them into a good state of mind. And we know that when we make others feel good, it makes us feel good about ourselves. I highly recommend it, guys. One thing that I find helps me immensely is I've got an accountability calendar. So up on my wall at home, got the calendar hung up. Now, every day, once I've done some form of training, whether it be a run or weight training, whatever it might be for that particular day, I always put a big red cross across that day. And this is something that we encourage all our clients to do as well. Now, our goal is to create as long a chain as we possibly can without getting a break in the red crosses. This is so simple, guys, but it becomes really, really powerful when all of a sudden you've got 3 days in a row, you've got 7 days in a row, you've got 9, 10, you can see where it goes, guys. The next thing you do is you don't want to break that chain. So you're developing your own motivation and again, your own inspiration to keep that chain going. I highly recommend it, guys. If you don't have one, go and get yourself a calendar, go and hang it up, okay? And start today. Start today. Another good tip, guys, is to surround yourself with positive people that make you feel good about yourself. Okay, we all know what it's like when we can be in somebody's company that might be a little bit down, a little bit flat, and their negativity can rub off onto us. So we may have been having a good day. After you've spent 5 minutes with them, next minute you're kicking a can along the street thinking, what's going on here? So we've got to be cautious and careful about the company we keep. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to have days where developing these habits isn't going to be testing. Okay, you're still going to have your days and your times where, you know what, you're just not going to be bothered. You're going to be down in the dumps a little bit. Life gets in the way, okay? Life happens. That's the most important thing, is to not beat yourself up about it. You get back to what you know works for you. You get back to doing the simple things. So for me, meditation works really well. So if I find myself that I'm in a bit of a rut, I just literally get back to the breath, slow things down. I'll write down, get back to my journaling, write down about how I'm feeling, and like I said earlier, about who I am, what I stand for, and what I'm about. Then, once we've done that, all of a sudden we're starting to create that positivity again. Doesn't mean we have to get into the gym and train super crazy or go for some ridiculous run or anything like that. Just a gentle walk, doing 15 minutes of stretching, whatever it might be, we're still taking that step forward to empowering ourselves to get that motivation back again to being our best. So guys, my takeaways for this would be, work on developing a powerful morning routine that works for you. Play around with it. There's no right or wrong routine. It's all about what works best for you and what motivates you. Another thing I'd recommend doing, guys, is just focusing on one thing at a time. So don't try and make massive changes. Just try and make one small change. That could be something as simple as waking up of a morning and the first thing you do is having a glass of water. Just a nice, simple change. And then what we do is we habit stack. So another good book by James Clear is called Atomic Habits. Okay, you can find that here also. And I recommend reading that too, guys. It's a great book. Make sure you get yourself an accountability calendar. Okay, get those red crosses happening. And all of a sudden, you'll develop so much momentum going forward, you become unstoppable. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you find something here that's going to help you, to get you back on track, to help motivate you, help inspire you. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.